Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to some Bluegrass Cup Series racing about a minute 40 seconds, minute 50 seconds now into qualifying here in a 9 more minute session at the moment as Ryan Campbell making his way. I want to say this was his last lap last time by, so yeah, he's just goofing. Nope, that was his actual lap. No, my bad. Sorry, I thought it said lap 3. It definitely said lap 2. So Ryan Campbell actually going to set himself up in pole position, goofing and setting himself into pole position. So 29.36. But welcome everybody to the Mary Hiddle Collins 195 Memorial here tonight, as we are getting ready to cap off the 3-day stay here at the beautiful Nashville Superspeedway. We saw an excellent truck race where Travis Twitty got his first podium. We saw him pick up dual podiums actually last night, so we've set ourselves through. I mean, we've got a lot of drivers here this weekend that have shown, or week I should say, that we have shown a lot of speed that maybe we weren't expecting to show speed. So it's set the pace for the weekend as Brandon Holder, he set himself an 8, but Matt Kemp going to roll up into pole position, currently 29.34 on his first lap as you're riding on board with that BK Paints. Number 31 of Brandon Holder, that singular Jeff Burton throwback that he's ran all season. Here is he's going to throw it down to the bottom lane of 3 and 4. And we know Nashville Superspeedway tonight in these cup cars. Going to be an interesting battle. Low downforce, high horsepower. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a good show for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the things to watch like we were watching last night. A lot of the drivers being able to drive it down to that bottom lane. That's going to be the key here at this track tonight. See how many drivers can hold it down on the bottom lane. As Adam Lancaster set himself up into the 5th position on that last lap. So he's going to better his lap time from before. Actually, I want to say he's still on his 2nd lap time.
Nope. That was his final lap right there.
Okay, that was his final lap, so he's going to set himself into that 5th spot. Got a couple of drivers that aren't here tonight. Normally we have about a 35 field race, but only got about 24 people in the race tonight. So a lot of drivers not making it out here tonight, but we're still going to have a lot of drivers out on the track. Still going to be an interesting race for sure.
Oh yeah, it's going to be one of those races that it's going to be a tight battle all race. Probably going to see some 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 to 6 drivers pulling away in that lead pack here early. I mean, at the first couple laps, we're definitely going to see them digging 2 wide, 3 wide, and in the back of the pack, there's going to be all sorts of mayhem that we've seen these past couple dates. Very caution free, as we've seen. We've seen I want to say 2 cautions was the max what we've had all week besides stage breaks, Chris. 3 cautions maybe. So I mean, we've had a very, very, very caution-free week here. Bluegrass, week in and week out, they're getting that racecraft down. I mean, last season, not that we saw any craziness or anything. There just seemed like a little bit more racing incidents happen. This season, they've got it pretty clean, and maybe we'll see that same format coming tonight, where these boys are going to be going in just digging here in the early stages. I want to say lap 40 and lap 84. Is that the stage breaks? 85.
Yeah, Josh, lap 40 and lap 85 will be the stage break.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, good save there from Morgan. He's going to get a little bit loose off the 4. 29.6, still going to set a decent little lap time, but he's definitely going to want to improve on that, as he's going to get big tied into 1 and 2. That might have been his 2nd lap, actually. As you're going to ride on board here with Dustin Slider. That 11 machine going to come and grab the green flag, to start his laps, as he's going to dive it off into 1 and 2. And that theme of tonight is going to be tires, 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 and conserving. We saw last night's Xfinity race come down to fuel strategy. The 3 people that made it on the podium were the only 3 drivers that did not have to pit within the last 10 to 5 laps of the race. So, I mean, you're going to possibly see that, but with 2 stage breaks here, giving the drivers a second opportunity to get her, gas back up. I don't know if we'll see as much of a fuel strategy race for tonight. 150 laps, so still going to be a good chunk of change to get around here. You're going to have to manage tires. How many sets again do we have tonight, Chris?
6 sets of tires.
6, okay. So 6 sets of tires, 150 laps here at Nashville Superspeedway. Sounds like a lot of tires, but they can go back quick if you get those cautions that we were talking about not having. As you're right on board here with Matt Grenier, he's going to come for his 2nd set lap as he set himself up into that 11th spot with his first lap, 29.5 at 2. Oh, and into the wall. So that's going to end the Grenier run right there on lap number 2. So it looks like he is going to be sitting with that 29.52 as his best lap. As we go on board here with Jeremy Little, who is coming to set his second lap, 29.537. That's going to put him right under Grenier in that 12th spot. So it looks like we've got a couple more drivers here left to qualify. Scott Fritz currently on his first lap, as we're going to catch him going off into 3 and 4. As you're going to see him will it out of that fourth turn. And Scott Fritz had a good run this season so far. Not necessarily the season that maybe he has wanted yet, but I'm sure we'll see him pick up the speed, as his first lap going to be a 29.783. So we're expecting to see about two tenths here on this second lap. Probably going to get himself up into the 5s, the 4s. As it looks like tonight, to get competitively and on the pole, you're going to have to set a high 3, low 2 here. So, or low 3, high 2. Excuse me, I said that backwards. As we'll go on board here with Frankie Barroso in that Mark II aerospace. So, we're seeing all these drivers this season just slowly develop into the feel of the race car. I mean, it's been so weird because so many different racers out here. It's 29.502, 2 tenths off his time. Like I said, Scott Fritz going to set himself up in 11th. Frankie Barroso right here is going to set his first lap 29.873. So he's going to have to improve a lot, or he is going to be starting towards the back of that field, as a majority of the field has qualified here tonight. So it looks like Alex Huffman should be making his way out as well, as we'll catch Frankie Barroso here in the last half of his lap. But Chris, this week we've seen a lot of just really drivers coming into this track that, we're saying that, hey, I really wasn't even comfortable coming in here, or didn't have his practice, whatever it may be. And they're walking away with a lot of good positions. You think Nashville Superspeedway is one of those tracks that, maybe is so driver friendly that it's, or not even necessarily driver friendly, driver oriented, as I should say, that we're really starting to see some of these guys a true experience show? Or what do you think's going on here? We've seen a lot of guys this past week just do excellent and outperform themselves, it seems like.
Yeah, one of the things about this track is you can actually stay full throttle pretty much the entire corner in turns 1 and 2, and especially in 3 and 4. As you see CJ Mason, he's riding about 3/4 of the throttle. Now he's getting back into it. It's one of those things where you just gotta slowly.
Are you sure full throttle? You brake hard for this track. I mean, they're dropping from 170 to 140. When's the last time you drove Nashville Superspeedway?
Yeah, it might be a different package. I did drive it in the Xfinity car, so it might be a different package. But it's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to watch for the tires getting worn down. As all week, that is something that's been shown. Is the back rear tire is what is going to be your saving grace. And if you wear that back tire down, it becomes not fun. It's Doug Newbigging going to set himself up into the 6th position. So Doug Newbigging and that Lucky Duck Motorsports number 7, doing a good job setting himself into 6th. As it looks like we've only got 15 seconds left in qualifying, so looks like Zach Nichols. I want to say Alex Huffman might be race control.
Yeah, it's weird for Nichols not to be putting in a qualifying time. Usually he does qualify and qualifies very well. We'll have to see if we get any word on that. Maybe he missed driver's meeting or something. Not sure. We'll get clarification on that. But either way, field is getting ready to go here in just a second, as I'm trying to figure out why my voice chat hasn't been working and it's been muted this whole time. So that makes sense why I haven't been able to hear nobody talk. But okay, well, looks like we are getting grid up here. I'm pretty sure Chris is getting ready to throw that information up on the screen. Race info.
Grid's up.
As it looks like the grid is coming up here at a beautiful, beautiful, partly cloudy day, where it's going to be Matt Kemp, that 54 machine, taking a pole position here, which he's already got a win on the season. Kemp's been doing a great job so far in that 54 machine. Couple stretch of unlucky finishes, I guess you could say, this past week or two, but looking to see that 54 bounce back here tonight. Hasn't gridded on yet, but we'll go ahead and get over here to that second place position of Ed Shearer. He is going to be lining up in that P2 spot. Gabriel Elliston lining up in P3 with Ryan Campbell. Going to be starting P4 here tonight. Brandon Holder going to be lining up P5 with Doug Newbigging. Good little qualifying run from him. He's going to be starting P7 of that Natalie's Orange Juice Chevy Camaro. Get back here to the third row. It's going to be Doug Newbigging. Wait, I'm confused. It's going to be David Farmer. I don't know why I confused myself right there. With Adam Lancaster in that 7th and 8th position, as Justin Winter is going to be lining up in that 9th spot. And then rounding out your top 10 is going to be that Mikey Nill Jr. machine with Wyatt Brackett starting in 11th here tonight. Then Scott Fritz, that one machine, going to be starting in that 12th position. Matt Grenier going to be lining up 13th with Jeremy Little starting tonight in 14th position. 15th going to go to John Fender Kinder in that Rims 1 Chevy Camaro with Morgan Bard, who's going to receive has received an EOL, so he will drop to the back of the pack here. He's going to be starting in 16th, but he will start back in 20th. Frankie Barroso going to be starting 17th with David Sheets, or Mo Abbott, starting 18th. David Sheets starting 19th. CJ Mason going to be 20th with Dustin Slider in that 21st spot. Zach Nichols going to be 22nd with Alex Huffman and Joey Doucette lining up in that 23rd and 24th position, rounding out your field here tonight. As it looks like we are getting your field set up, ready to go green here in just a moment. Like we said, Morgan Bard will go back to the end of the line. Did you see him dropping back to the back of the pack there? We got 150 laps of some Nashville Superspeedway racing. It's going to be that 54 of Matt Kemp. No wonder I can't see some paints on the cars out here tonight because I don't got trading paints open. But other than that, it's going to be that IRacing pace car taking that left turn with Matt Kemp. That 94 of Shearer going to be bringing us to the green flag here in just a moment. And green driver, let's get them rolling here at Bluegrass as Matt Kemp and the Mountain Dew machine going to get off to a good start. As that 94 of Shearer going to get off to pretty much an even start outside lane. Not a bad start from that 94. As into turn one, woo! Big drive in there for a second from that Doug Newbigging machine behind that 80 of Ryan Campbell. But it looks like they're going to get it all straightened out of 1 and 2, at least up here in the front half of the field. And down the back straightaway for the first time tonight, too wide. It's going to be the issue here for the next couple of laps. As you're going to see drivers getting filed back in single file. But we're going to have to get comfortable, get in this rhythm. And other than that, looks like Matt Kemp's going to lead in lap number 1.
Yeah, Matt Kemp out to a really strong start. Something that we normally see up here in the front of these Cup Series is that 54 Matt Kemp, always doing a good job setting himself up in that front position. But Edward Shear, he's hanging on to that second position right now. Gabriel Ellison also doing a good job hanging on to that position. Everybody up here in the top 5 pretty much holding on to the position that they started with. But back behind them, you got David Farmer, who's moved up 1 position. You got around that 2 of Doug, or that 7 of Doug Newbigging, as you saw him getting all kinds of out of sorts back there. He's coming out of turn 4. It looks like a lot of the drivers are already fighting that loose bug.
Oh yeah, for sure. These low downforce pullers they got on the race car, higher horsepower, going to really see the rear tires get spun up when they're trying to get back in the throttle on corner exit. Use that throttle to really turn the race car here at Nashville a little bit. As the 94 going to take that Mustang to the inside lane of the 54 Matt Kemp. It looks like out of turn number 4. Oh, Matt Kemp, big loose. As a 77 of Ellison going to peek to the inside. As here at lap number 4, new leader, 94 of Edward Shearer. He is going to be your leader. Matt Kemp falling back to second with Gabriel Ellison third. Currently at the moment, it's going to be Ryan Campbell, Brandon Holder in that 4th and 5th position. David Farmer in 6th. Justin Winters, he's moved himself up from that 9th spot to that 9th machine. He's going to be sitting in 7th. Then Doug Newbigging in 8th, out of Lancaster in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 here at lap number 4, going to lap number 5, it's going to be that 25 Ohio State machine of Mikey Nill Jr.
Yeah, everybody looks like they've kind of got settled out now on the track. You see a lot of single file racing going on. Wyatt Brackett back here battling with that 5 of John Kinder. You see, oh, I might be saying the wrong, and that is Wyatt Brackett battling with, yeah, the 5 of John Kinder, excuse me.
That's John Kinder.
Yeah, the paint schemes just threw me off there for a second. So John Kinder going to go ahead and move around that 10 of Wyatt Brackett. You see Matt Grenier back there trying to battle up, trying to move up a couple of positions, but he's actually lost a position. So a lot of the drivers back here right now just kind of filing in single file, just wanting to get through it because we know we've got a couple of laps before we get to that stage break. Whoa, look at that, the 80. Ryan Campbell getting really loose.
Big loose. Big moment there from the 80. The B&K Paints machine going to gather it back up and get it rolling again, but that could have been a big moment there for the 80. Good job to reel that race car back in, as he's got a lot of traffic behind him that wants that position, that 31. See, that is the 9 of Justin Winters right behind him, 31's in front of him. And look at that, Chris, that 84 machine of David Farmer. He's just been kind of hanging out in that track racer Toyota Camry in that spot he started in. As he's moving himself to the bottom lane here, it looks like, I want to say that race car might be experiencing a little bit of a tire bug already. Maybe just ran it a little bit too hard. But it looks like he just, on corner entry, is getting a little bit more washed up than these other cars. Seems like he's already losing a little bit of speed. might be something to pay attention here to some of these other race cars. Right now, David Farmer sitting in 7th. He's all under pressure from that 7 of Doug Newbigging, that 9 of Adam Lancaster, both losing position. So, woo, big drive in from the 7.
Yeah, you see the 7 getting really loose there. Doug Newbigging just having to fight that car. You know, already dropped back 3 positions, so that 7 having a little bit of tire issue going on here early on. All right, and going to that Facebook and YouTube chat, want to thank everybody for coming out with us tonight here at the Mary Hiddle Collins Memorial 195. See Sarah Mays already in the YouTube chat saying, come on, winners, let's see it, son. Well, he is moving his way up right now. Sarah up 3 positions right now, so Justin doing a good job moving his way up there. See Dylan Belk on the YouTube saying, can't see the boys at work, but I can join them while they call the race. So Dylan Belk. So Dylan, here you actually have COVID, man. Hope you get to feeling better, buddy. But also on the Facebook chat, I want to say, let me get it pulled up here. I see Brandon Zimmerman with the good luck guys. Michael Brisen with the good luck guys. Morris Twitty saying, let's go Bluegrass boys. We got a lot of people out on the Facebook chat. Just want to thank everybody for being out here tonight as this race is already starting to get really heated up. Edward Shear going to go ahead and move himself out into the lead at about lap 3. You see the 54 Matt Kemp, who's always been a solid driver here in the Bluegrass Series, moving his way back a couple of position, or a position, excuse me, having a little bit of tire issues going on. But Gabriel Ellison holding that 3rd position down in that Lucky Ducks Motorsports 77, doing a good job, still hanging on to that 3rd spot. Brandon Holder's moved himself around Ryan Campbell. You saw that 80 getting really loose, so it's going to allow the 31 to get around him. So he's up here fighting with that 77. So Gabriel Ellison might not be able to hang on to that 3rd spot here before too long. Also see Akamai Proctor in the Facebook chat and say, what's up, Bluegrass Nation? Josh and Chris are killing it in the booth. Appreciate you, man. Really do. He says, you guys do a great job week in, week out. Thank you, man. We really appreciate it. He says, wants to thank you guys and Jason for all the hard work, and most of all, sending love to Jason and the Collins for the Jason Collins family. Whoa, excuse me, my words just getting all twisted up. Really appreciate it, Akamai. I know Jason, he said thank you in his one of his interviews, I want to say it was last night. Yeah, so yeah. He does say he really appreciates it, man. We're sending out the love to that Collins family.
Speaking about sending out the love, man, I'm pretty sure some of these guys are going to be wanting to send out some love down pit road and get those jack, man, get the tire changers on their go, because you're going to see some guys here soon that are probably thinking, man, I've used up this equipment. We're going to undercut this, or not even undercut this stage. We're just going to cut this stage in half and grab some tires. I mean, you might see some guys come down a shortcut. We saw it last night, and we know this race is going to go purely off of just pit strategy, I'm sure. I mean, a lot of these guys are going to be able to get it done out on the racetrack and racing surface, but last night came down to a lot of fuel strategy. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that same kind of, race fold out here tonight. 150 laps. It's going to be a long race. Only 14 laps into it. You're going to see these guys really come down, learn from what they've taken, and try to go on to that next set. Probably, conserve a lot more than what they did on this first run here.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you an update on your points. I will have it where I can show you in SDK next week, I promise. That way we can see the points up on the screen. But right now, Gabriel Ellison is currently sitting at in third place in the points. And Matthew Lee, who is not here tonight, that's going to really hurt that first position, not being here at the race tonight. Zach Nichols also...
Excuse me, Chris. Ryan Campbell had a moment again where that race car just had a demonic-looking snap to it. I'm surprised he saved it.
Yeah, but also, Josh, I want to point out, look at Zach Nichols, a lap down already. So Zach Nichols having a lot of issues. Didn't qualify, came out, had to go back down pit lane at lap 10. So maybe a little bit of issues going on in that 44 machine. So if you're Gabriel Ellison, you're definitely wanting those guys to stay out of the race and behind you, because that's going to really help him out. Then you got Aaron Smith, the second, who is currently sitting in fourth, who is also not in the race. Matt Kemp sitting in fifth, Mikey Neal in sixth, Edward Shear in seventh, Ryan Campbell in eighth. Ninth is going to go to Brandon Holder, and then Wyatt Brackett is tied with Jonathan Swartz for 10th place right now. So a lot of the points are going to be shook up here after tonight. A lot of these drivers that haven't had a chance to get up here and mix it up with the boys, they will have it tonight.
Yeah, as that 84 of David Farmer now sitting in 6th spot. He's made up a position. And he's got the 88 of Adam Lancaster behind him. That Lancaster's transmission machine looking for a little bit more success here in this latter half of the season. Justin Winters as well, a driver that was showing so much promise last season, had a win at Bristol Dirt. I mean, he's just, we've had him up here in the booth. I mean, Justin's an all-around great driver, good guy in the race car. And, man, look at that. He is under a lot of pressure from Doug Newbigging. But Justin is one of those drivers that I'd like to see get going a little bit more, man. He's been one of those drivers that last season showed a lot of promise, like I said, and this year just hasn't really worked out for him so far. I mean, it's still very early, still a lot of time to get it back under you, but that 9 of Justin Winters here early. Oh, and it sounds like the 9 coming down pit road, Chris. 12 as well of Frankie Barroso. 88 of Adam Lancaster. So it looks like that those shortcuts we were talking about going to start coming in now. As it sounds like the 11 of Dustin Slider as well. So a couple cars down pit road here at lap 19.
Yeah, the Elite Motorsports guy is going to go ahead and pull the trigger, say, hey, we're going to go ahead and come down pit lane. Also getting coast-to-coast Frankie Barroso coming down pit lane. So it's interesting to see, John Kinder did not come down pit lane with his teammates. So really interesting call there from that 5 machine to stay out here and try to mix it up. Maybe try to go a couple of more laps. Looks like he's actually bringing it down now. Yeah. Whoa, big check up there.
I've got to think about it. Zach Nichols, I know why he pitted. He makes it to the stage off this. He should take the lead. Zach Nichols is going to take the lead after this pit stop cycle.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Zach Nichols might have just did a really good
I guarantee you he pitted for the stage. He's not worried about tires. I think that's what happened. Because I just realized he's top of the board right now. Yeah, Zach Nichols is going to be your leader after this pit stop cycle.
All right, so we've got Matt Kemp actually pulling down pit lane now. So the 54 coming down. Scott Fritz and John Kinder both coming down pit lane, actually on their way out now. So got a couple more drivers that have got to come down pit lane. But Edward Shear, going to be interesting to see when that 94 decides to pull it down, and when that 77 of Gabriel Ellison, who has actually made up a position now since those drivers did come down pit lane. So the 77 looks like Edward Shear coming down pit lane.
You know, I was trying to put the puzzle pieces in my head why Nichols pitted, and once I started seeing everybody come down pit road, I saw his timings jump. I was like, oh my goodness, I see what happened. He came down pit road to make the stage, I guarantee you. And that's going to promote him back to the lead, maybe. Yeah, no, that's going to put him back to the lead, right? Nope, Matt Kemp's in front of him by 2 seconds. But he's got a couple drivers that are going to be sneaking up on him here within the 6-second range. It looked like they took 4 tires. So you might see Zach Nichols lose some position here before the stage. But overall, to come back from 20th with this pit strategy, I think it's going to give Zach a lot of track position and a very veteran move. No reason this guy's got a pro license.
Yeah, as you see right now, he's back on. No, he's not. He's back.
Or no wonder. I meant to say no wonder. My bad. Not no reason.
54 of Matt Kemp. He's actually right in front of that Zach Nichols machine. So going to see those fresh tires start to take off and leave him with that 94. But he should possibly catch Matt Kemp. That's going to be the play there. Whoa! As it looks like C.J. Mason missing his pit lane. So Gabriel Ellison still out in the lead. He's got that 7 to Doug Newbigging, his teammate, who is about 4 1/4 second back from him. So right now he's got a teammate on his back, or back behind him, so he doesn't really have to worry about having to defend that position if he does catch up to him. But it looks like that distance is starting to slowly grow between that 7 to Doug Newbigging, because he's got that 80 there of Ryan Campbell battling that inside lane, trying to get around him. But we're talking, as we're talking about it right now, Matt Kemp, it looks like might be about to come under fire from that 44 Zach Nichols.
Zach Nichols has currently got to deal with Ed Shearer. He's got Ryan Campbell and co pulling up. Got some guys on fresh tires getting about 2 seconds back. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a battle here. But you still got some of these guys stretching as long as possible. Mo Abbott came down about 20, 30 seconds ago. He's on his pit stall right now getting tires and fuel, it seems like. He is 4 tires and fuel for that 3 machine. But here at lap 26, it feels like, man, we're racing for the victory at this point. We're only racing for stage 1 win. And, man, these boys are going out there and putting on a show already. It's a fun event when you get out here, and within the first 26, you already got the anticipation, the anxiety of the race. You're looking at all the drivers that you anticipate to do good, and you're seeing them, oh, well, why is he here? Why is he there? And then you look down at the laps, and you're like, man, we're only 28 laps into it. That just shows you the show that these Bluegrass boys put on, man. I mean, excellent drivers in the field. So much racecraft, so much, just knowledge, it seems like, flowing around. We got 3 wide right there for a moment coming out of turn 2. Man, I just got to say, Bluegrass last season was a fun experience. Bluegrass this season is a fun experience with a lot of great talent. It's gonna be a great mid-half through the season. Is so far, those guys are already putting on a hell of a show. We're not even 30 laps into this thing at Nashville Superspeedway.
Yeah, that 77 of Gabriel Ellison still doing a good job holding on to the first position. He's got that 7 of Doug Neugebiging, who's now 5 seconds back from him, so starting to get a little bit of a distance on that 7. So his teammate just back there trying to probably hold up everybody that's behind him. I see Wyatt Brackett, who is starting to pull up to that back bumper of Doug Neugebiging. So that 7 on that outside lane, he's got that 9 of Dust. Whoa. My tongue just got all twisted up. He's got the 9 of Justin Winters on his inside. So he's having to battle up. Now he's got the 31 of Brandon Holder, who just got around him. So
very wide.
Oh, you see a little bit of looseness there from John Kinder. He's going to get it under control. Now he's working around.
And this is probably one of the most stressful parts in the race, Chris, especially from the driver. You're on that inside lane. The outside lane at a track usually doesn't hold pace as well as it does at a track like Nashville Superspeedway. So you have to think, these boys are too wide basically the whole time. And depending on your racing setup that you're using, you could be using... Oh, Kinder almost just got into the back of Natalie. The Natalie's orange juice machine is what I guess was on my head, but he got almost into the back of Doug Neugebiging there.
Yeah, you see John Kinder driving it in really hard behind. Whoa, still driving it in hard behind that 7 machine. Whoa, you can definitely tell that difference in the tires. Is Gabriel Ellison going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane? So Doug Neugebiging going to assume the lead here at lap 32. Going to go ahead and get one of those points for leading a lap. As you see the 5 of John Kinder moving on the inside, going ahead and going around that 7 of Doug Neugebiging. You see the 31 of Brandon Holder trying to work that inside lane, but CJ Mason on that outside lane. You're going to see CJ Mason on those fresher tires go around. You might see Brandon Holder try to take the high lane here and go around as well, as the 7 might be coming down pit lane. He is.
7 and the 8 of Alex Huffman as well. Mikey Neal Jr., Joey Doucette, and Jeremy Little. I say that. No, it just said that Joey and Jeremy pitted, but they did not. So Joey and Jeremy.
Whoa, the 11 down. Somebody threw the Dustin Slider going through the grass.
Uh-oh, caution should come out with this one.
Race control will be watching it. Looks like he's got it back on track. Everybody looks like maybe not anybody coming on the track. So yeah, it looks like he is good to go. We're not going to bring out a caution here. But whoa, the 11
what just happened?
Yeah, the 11 just going really crazy there.
Looks like he's got some outside damage to that right front fender. Did he make contact with somebody?
Yeah, but it looks like he's getting loose coming out of the turn. He shoots it down through the grass. Good save. You know, if you're those guys in the pit lane, that's definitely not a sight you want to see. But you just see the 11 getting loose coming out of turn 4. That's something we've been saying to watch out for. So that 11 just got that right rear heated up and got around. It looks like Adam Lancaster going to go ahead and assume the lead here at lap 34. He's got that 54 Matt Kemp, who is about a second and a half back from him. And then look at that, Josh. The 9 of Justin Winters working the inside of the 54. He's going to move himself up into that second position.
Good job, Justin Winters. But he is on those fresher tires over Matt Kemp, so that is going to give him the advantage here at the moment. He's going to be a set shorter, though, to these guys. But good job to Justin Winters, as he's going to get himself up into second place, as he's chasing down now Adam Lancaster with about 5 to go for this stage break, excuse me.
Also got word from one of the race control guys saying that whenever we come to the stage break, whenever the 10th place car crosses the line, that is when the stage break is initiated.
Yeah, it seems like we've had a little bit of confusion these past couple weeks. The stage breaks have been thrown a little bit later, sometimes earlier. Seems like the boys in race control are going to reiterate on the earlier rule of 10 cars, then caution, because we've seen like we've had some drivers running out at stages. So, you know, hey, it's just going to be on you. You got to manage that fuel now, baby. If you ain't making it past that stage break, well, hey, I guess that's just on you.
As we're riding on board here with Justin Winters and the Kinder Performance Group on board cam, doing a really good job trying to chase down that 88 of Adam Lancaster. But, whew, looks like Justin Winters got his work cut out.
Man, I've never noticed that you can see the logo from the hood reflected into the glass on iRacing. It's a new thing every day you see on this platform, man. I was just watching that onboard with y'all, and as soon as he got into the corner, I could see the reflection off that front windshield, and I saw the old school diecast in the reflection. I never saw that. That's the first time I've ever noticed that. I guess because usually I'm driving, not paying attention, but I saw it. Unless you didn't.
All right, but looks like right now Matt Kemp having a battle out with that number 1 of Scott Fritz. Scott Fritz moving his way up through the field as well. So up 8 positions, but look at that. John Kinder breathing down that back as well. Bender Kinder doing a good job holding that outside lane. He's going to try to get around the 54 here and push that one down the back stretch, see if he can get around him. It looks like they're going to clear him.
Yeah, you're starting to see those old tires show their ugly head, as you say, Chris. Oh, 54 just got a little loose right there. He's going to gather it back up, though. 3 to go, or two to go, actually, to the stage, excuse me. As we'll grab the white flag this next time by, or green, white flag, whatever they show for the stage. I don't know. Do they even show a white flag for the stage? I don't even know.
I don't think they do.
Either way, we'll grab the virtual white flag that exists in your head because it doesn't exist on the track. And yeah, there you go. That's what you're going to grab. So if you don't like it, sorry. And we'll grab the stage break. But Adam Lancaster going to grab that virtual white flag that I just explained. So if you didn't catch it, you're going to have to rewind it. But as Justin Winters is going to reel it off into turn number 1. I'll shut up and stop trying to make funny jokes. But Winters going to come out of turn 2 in that Allen's Body Shop old school diecast. Number 9, looking to set himself up with a good stage finish here in second. Scott Fritz in third. Good job from Scott Fritz to get himself worked up through the field, man. 9 positions. We were talking about how he needed to show some momentum here and maybe get the pace going. Scott Fritz is doing that now as John Kinder sitting in a happy 4th here. So it's going to be Adam Lancaster picking up the green, white, checkered. Second, going to go to Justin Winters. Third, Scott Fritz. And a nice battle with John Kinder as he is going to take 4th in the stage. And actually, since they're racing right here and the 10th car is not going to come over, it should give Kinder position, right? Yeah, these boys are still racing. Kinder's still going. Is that not the stage, Chris?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's the 10th place position car. So unless they're going to do it whenever, not really sure. As there it is. So might have changed the laps up on me. I did hear
no,
lap 40.
Scott Fritz just asked, where's the stage break? I think it just genuinely forgot to got thrown. Well, there's your stage break, so hopefully you weren't gonna not make it on gas, because that would kind of stink.
Yeah, as we were all a little confused there, I was like, wait, I thought I remember hearing him say lap 40, and then I was like, well, we're going to lap 42, and then you saw him throw it there. So, yeah, just probably a little bit of a mix-up.
Well, either way, stage break is going to be out. That's going to put Kinder in third now. He's going to get that position over Scott Fritz. Whether or not they'll clear the black flags and give that position back to the one, or they're just going to let it be what it is. Let bygones be bygones. It's a position. I'm sure Scott Fritz probably not too pressed about it. So as we catch up to this pace car here, though, we're going to see pit road open. And I'm pretty much assuming every single person in the field going to come down as Chris. Here at lap 43, we still got 24 cars on the lead lap. And that's something we haven't had the, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? But the, man, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Either way, the honor, I guess you could say. There we go. Goodness gracious. Why am I so bad at English sometimes? I speak it. You'd think I'd be able to do it. But, you know, we haven't had the honor of saying that. We've got 24 cars on the lead lap here. Every single car that started the race still in the race. And a little bit of damage. We saw the 11 of Dustin Slider get to the grass after some looseness. But those guys that have had a little bit of miscues here early, this is going to be their spot to come back, get their rebuttal, and keep going.
Yeah, as we see the 88 and the 9 getting her slowed up. Everybody getting down pit lane, trying to get that fuel and tires.
Mo Abbott already on his way out.
Yeah, it looks like Scott Fritz already on his way out as well. So Scott Fritz, Mo Abbott, and those elite motorsports drivers on their way out in first and second.
So probably because they took tires before the stage. These
I'm
tires
sorry, coast to coast. Excuse me.
Oh, you're good. But either way, they probably just, since they took tires, on that previous caution or previous stop, because Zach Nichols did the same thing. Zach Nichols didn't even take tires right there in the 44 machine. So it could just be one of those things where they just feel like they can manage until we get, or they feel like we're going to get a caution here. Listening to Brackett, well, David Brackett, that is, not Wyatt Brackett, but David Brackett talking about how they were just so interested in watching the race and they were all discussing it that they forgot to throw the caution. David even said, "I'm sorry, I apologize. That is on me." All right, well, we're going to go ahead and bring up Adam Lancaster. Have a word with your stage winner. As the Elite Motorsports Discord channel, they are popping right now, but we'll go ahead and get Lancaster up here. Have a word with your stage winner. Adam Lancaster, Chris, and Josh appear in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Well, you just picked up that stage break victory here at stage number 1. So we saw a lot of pit strategy there coming in. We saw some guys come down, take fuel only, that set themselves up pretty good there for this long run. But Lancaster, we saw you come down here and grab 4 tires, get us set up for this second stage here. What are you going to do to replicate that success in stage 1? And how does it feel picking up stage number 1 here? We got a good group of guys out here tonight, and it's a fast track, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, we went after some points there, and we're kind of hoping some guys would try to save a set and put us in a position to try to get the stage win there and gather some points. It's been a up and down season for our whole group, and we were trying to snag some points. I think we're going to have to take our medicine here in this next stage and try to put ourselves back on an even keel for that last stage to try to go race for the win. But all in all, it's been a smooth race for us so far, and hopefully we can get a good start and get a little bit of a gap here. And like I said, we probably won't be taking tires this next pit stop, so we'll have to take our medicine. But we'll see how it all works out, and hopefully we can have our Lancaster transmission Chevrolet up front at the end when it really counts.
Yes, sir. That's all that matters, Adam. Well, hey, thank you for taking that time to have a word with us up here, buddy. And we'll go ahead, get you back down into your team channel. See, you're about to go to green here. So good luck on this restart, and congratulations on that stage 1 victory, buddy. We'll be looking for that 88 machine out on the track.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, and that was Adam Lancaster getting him down into his team booth. So you hear, just going to have to take the medicine here. You don't know what that means. He's going to have to take the medicine and just kind of relax here. Take a little sleeper pill and just, take a nap. Be careful on those tires. It's going to be a long run here to this next stage, about another 40 or so laps. So we'll see these boys get them wound back up here, get those belts tight. Driver, because off of turn 4, here they come to the front straightaway. Leader will control the restart here. He's just got to get into the restart zone. And there he goes. Good wrench number 3 of Mo Abbott. Going to get off to a great start. And while we got the field packed up, we're going to take you to where the cameras are all niced up. And we got some great action on the, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, where all the cameras are looking great. That's what I meant to say. And the sound will be cranked up. So we're going to go to an L&S Customs loud pedal. Get those volumes cranked up. 3 wide down the back straightaway. We will join you back if there's any action on the track that needs to be discussed.
welcome you back from that LNS Customs loud pedal. Saw a lot of shuffling on going back on that restart. Mo Abbott falling all the way back to the 20th position. So having a big hiccup there from that 3 of Mo Abbott, probably on the older tires, just having a little bit of an upset thing. Justin Winters coming down pit lane right now. We saw a couple of drivers just getting really mixed up, falling back a lot. But right now, Zach Nichols, one of the drivers that we were talking about earlier on in the race, having a little bit of hiccup early on. But
88 down. Sorry, Chris.
No,
Not
good.
meaning to cut you off. But I think right now we're seeing kind of what Zach Nichols did in the stage 1. They're all undercutting the stage right now so they can make it on fuel guaranteed 100%. I think that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, during that turn it up, I saw Roy Mercer saying hello. Good to have you on the YouTube channel there, Roy Mercer. Sarah May saying sounds great. Love the non up front. Good to have you here, Sarah, as we always say. Right now, Justin Winters currently a lap down with his teammates, but they are undercutting the stage, so they should get that lap back. As you see the 54 getting really loose coming out of turn 2. Then also Brandon Robertson over on the Facebook chat saying the Camber and Broadgrass crew really stepped its game up since last season. Nice work, boys. Hey, buddy, we really appreciate it, man. Trying our best to make it look as good as we can.
Yeah, trying our best to speak proper English as well tonight. For me, I can't even make a sentence, it seems like, without sounding like a goofball. We're going into turn number 4. Looks like Matt Kemp going to lead his teammate down the front straightaway, and this has been a theme all season. Matt Kemp in that 54, Zach Nichols in that 44. 2-car tandeming, and it takes 2 to tango. They've been dancing their way down this back straightaway all night. They've been doing a good job as they're linked back up here, doing what they've been doing all season, leading races as a unit. And that's a scary thing when you get both of the Mountain Dew boys out there. You don't want to see those Taco Bell cars Baja blast their way to the front. Tonight, seems like that's what they're doing. Good run from those boys.
Yeah, having a lot of battling going on right now. You see Mikey Neal Jr. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Battling on the inside there with Wyatt Brackett. Yeah, Sarah Mays, I definitely took care of that. So we got it. Wyatt Brackett going ahead and pulling it down pit lane. So Matt Grenier also down pit lane as well, on his way out. So Matt Kemp, he's got that 44 Zach Nichols all over his back bumper. Like we were saying, Zach Nichols doesn't hold that pro license for no reason. He's always up there in the mix.
Down this time.
Yeah, Zach Nichols.
A bunch of cars.
Yeah, as you hear the radio starting to light up, as Josh says, putting that virtual hand out the window net, saying, "Hey guys, I'm pulling down pit lane."
You say that, man, and I was literally waving my right hand like I was waving out the window when I was saying it. Man, I gotta stop sim racing so much. I take this stuff too seriously. As we got a lot of cars down pit road here, 3 to be exact. That's a lot on lap 62, just a random number to pit. Imagine you're sitting there cooking up the race strategy, and we're like, "Hey, lap 62, that is our lap." Wow, that lap, I don't know. It's lap 62. Cool number. As Matt Kemp looks like he's going to follow his teammate. Gabriel Ellison going to come down as well. Looks like, Brandon Holder, late decision, 94 of Ed Shearer. He's going to come down as well. So now we're starting to see cars pile in. Ryan Campbell, that 80 machine, that glove box BK Paints 80 machine, looking very nice tonight as well. I'm trying to put my tongue on that throwback, and I can't think of what it is. AC Delco Del Jr. Yeah, okay.
Yes, Alex Huffman. So Alex Huffman's going to assume the lead here at lap 64. Doug
no, he's not.
He's coming down pit lane. Yeah, as I was saying, so Mikey Neal Jr. is going to assume the lead. Jeremy Little going to be right behind him. You see that 9 of Justin Winters. He's got his lap back now. Well, he's going to get his lap back whenever Mikey Neal Jr. does decide to come down pit lane. But he's currently right behind the leader. So once that leader pulls down pit lane, he will get that lap back. But Jeremy Little starting to peek his way up into the Forte. Gonna have to see him come down pit lane before too long. You see the 88 there of Adam Lancaster, as I was saying it, coming down pit lane. So Jeremy Little coming down pit lane. Dustin Slider also gonna stay out. So you saw him actually sliding through the grass earlier. So had a little bit of an incident, but he's got it under control now. Currently leading this race. You got Joey Doucette on that outside lane, though. Looks like he's going to try to make a run up here. Then you've got CJ Mason, who is currently sitting in that third spot. He's one of those drivers that we always look out for as well.
Yeah, especially when it comes to pit strategy and fuel strategy races. CJ Mason's got like a calculator built into his brain. I swear that dude's just so smart when it comes to setting himself up at the right place, right time, especially when it comes down to just having the absolute last drop of fuel in that tank. Is woo, big drive in, 3 wide. That's going to be a little bit of contact to that back bumper. CJ Mason and Shears on a big run all the way around to the top. That 94 was not lifting. What a move.
What in the world did we just watch? That 94 of Ed Shear having to go all the way up there to the top of the track.
He is on fresh tires, 2-lap fresh tires at that. That man was moving. He wasn't stopping. He said, if you're in my way, I'm getting past you. What a freaking pass by the 94. That was commitment level 100.
Guys, we're going on board here with that 94. We're going to watch it from his point of view. You see that 20 having to check up. Whoa.
Man. That's a clap right there to the 94, man. What a move.
Yeah, talk about threading the needle. Yeah, so CJ Mason going to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to pull it down pit lane. It looks like he might have missed that pit stall again. Nope, he actually didn't. I just looked at whenever I switched to it. Whoa!
Whoa, slider around again! Contact with New Bigging. They're going to save it. Around again goes the 11. Inside
big hard.
wall.
Oh, big hit.
You might see the caution with this one.
Yeah, this should bring a caution out. That car is blown up. He might not be able to make it back. This caution's not going to come out. So we're going to keep it rolling. We're actually going to go back and see what happened there. So it looks like he went down to the bottom. The 84 just trying to put it into a place that probably shouldn't have been trying to go. At
did
11.
The 84 dump him, or did the 11 just get loose? I can't tell if the 84 was really on his back bumper right there. Does it look like did they make contact? I think they did, because the 84 does the slow up. The typical, oh, I just dumped somebody, I'm going to slow down so I don't get caught up in it. Maybe. Not going to point too many fingers at the 84. Have to see that from a different perspective. I don't know if they made 100% contact, Chris, or if that was just a slight touch. Maybe just a racing incident. They were all racing hard right there. It was bound to happen eventually. Unfortunate for Slider, though, man. That's his second time going around, and this time it's going to end his night. And I just hate that for the 11 machine.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can go back and check that here in a little bit. We're gonna watch the race that's going on right now. Joey Doucette currently out in the lead. He's got about a 2nd and a 7/10 gap to that second place position of Mo Abbott, who has moved his way back up through the field. As you know, he didn't take tires, I want to say, the last pit stop. So having to really fight that car right now. But Zach Nichols, he's about 16 seconds back. So Zach Nichols going to have to do. It's not even. I'm so sorry. Had something going on in chat. Was having to take care of it. Yeah, as right now, sorry, just having a little word conference in the background with Josh. But right now, we've got Matt Kemp, who is falling back a couple of positions. Looks like he's having a little bit of tire issue with that car. The 31 of Brandon Holder going to go ahead and get around him. But right now, Zach Nichols is battling with that 77 Gabriel Ellison. Gabriel Ellison has got a couple or lap fresher tires on his machine, so Zach Nichols probably just going to go ahead and surrender that position. Say, hey man, I'm not really racing the position right now. We got a stage break coming up in 10 laps. I'm just going to cruise. Maybe he's going to battle it.
100% confirmed contact between the 84 and the 11. By the way, that's what I've been studying these last couple laps, and I haven't been chiming in because I just wanted to see. So yeah, 100% confirmed contact. The 11 got up the track a little bit, and I think the 84 tried to drive it in that window, and as he drove it in, right in front of his car, made contact with the left rear bumper, and it just sent the 11 around. So it was confirmed contact.
Yeah, as right now, look at this. Josh Mo Abbott starting to make a run on that 20 of Joey Doucette. So Joey Doucette about to come under fire from that 3 machine. And like I said, I love that paint scheme, and I love that it's on a Chevy. We call another league where the guy, he runs a Ford Mustang with that Earnhardt scheme on it. Always drives everybody crazy. But Mo Abbott looking really good out there, putting his best intimidation on that 20. Joey Doucette, who looks like he just went up into the wall. Joey Doucette getting really tight going up into the wall. Maybe that 3 pushing him up into the corner, and it upset that car. Had to get on the brakes.
Yeah, as it looks like he just got a big push going in the corner, as he's going to have some more lap traffic behind him, giving him some trouble. DJ Mason is going to come past. I just heard somebody call they were coming down pit road. Not sure who that was. Had my UI head. It might have been Mo Abbott, to be honest.
As right now, 7 to Doug Newbiggie trying to battle through all of this traffic. Whoa, you see that?
Mo Abbott down pit road.
Yeah, Mo Abbott coming down pit road. Joey Doucette going to go ahead and assume the lead back at lap 78. So that 3 of Mo Abbott going to try to undercut that stage. But we're going to see if that 20, Joey Doucette, has enough to make it in the tank. The last time he came down pit road was at lap 45. So that
nope, pitting this time.
So Joey Doucette coming down pit lane. So that should promote Gabriel Ellison up. He's only 10 seconds back from Joey Doucette, so that should give that 77 in that Lucky Ducks Motorsports number 77 the lead here. And yeah, Joey Doucette down pit lane now, so Gabriel Ellison will assume the lead here at lap 78. Going to lap 79, he'll have Brandon Holder, who is only 0.6 back from him. Then you got that 94 Edward Shearer. You saw make that really awesome move to the outside lane, working on the back bumper of that 31. So right now, about 0.8 back from Gabriel Ellison is Brandon Holder. But that 31's got that 94 all over that back bumper. You're going to see that 94 start attacking here before too long.
Yeah, Ed Shearer coming to that inside lane of Brandon Holder. As it looks like he had the space, obviously, just not the drive out. That low lane not working this late into the run on those tires. Scott Fritz going to come down pit road this time. But go back here to that in 25 of Mike Eno Jr., who's rolling in that 7th position. He's got Ryan Campbell behind him. Woo! He almost ran over Scott Fritz there for a moment. They're going to take him 3 wide down the back straightaway. He wants to come down pit road, so he's going to have to sneak his way here. As it looks like Matt Kemp now rolling his way by. So he's going to get down pit road safely. But, man, that was almost a moment there for that one of Scott Fritz coming out of 2. As Gabriel Ellison still out here in the lead, about an 0.8 gap to that 31 Brandon Holder, as Mo Abbott's going to get his way around. He is currently a lap car. He was your leader for the longest period of time right there in this second stage, as he decided to come down, what was it, about 3 laps ago, I want to say? Yeah, 4 laps ago. So he's just making his way around on these fresh tires. That's 77 of Gabriel Ellison behind that 20, who also was waited to go down pit road. He waited a little bit longer than Mo Abbott, but Joey and Mo both now rolling their way back to the field, got themselves back on the lead lap here at lap 82, and our stage break will be in 2 laps unless the race control is eating hot dogs again and not paying attention.
Yeah, as right now, Gabriel Ellison having to fight with that little bit of lap traffic. He's got that 20. Joey Doucette on his inside. Now he's going to go ahead and go around that 20. So the 77 having to work around that lap traffic. That's going to put a car between him and Brandon Holder now. So that should hold them up just for a second, unless that 20 does get out of the way, as it looks like he's going to ride. No, so it looks like he was going to go to the inside, but the 31 and the 94 still storming down pit lane. They should be catching that 20 here in just 1 second. Gabriel Ellison, he's got 2 more laps till that stage break. So let's see if he can hold on, or if Brandon Holder is going to come up here and try to take it away from him.
Pit lane entrance has been close. They might extend this stage period, Chris, since the last one was 2 laps to the late.
So we might see this go to 86, to be honest, since it usually closes 2 laps before a stage break. So we should go 2 more laps here before the end of the stage.
Yeah, as I see Landon Condra in the YouTube chat saying, let's go, Gabe. It's good to have you here, Landon.
I say this is the white flag for the stage.
Yeah, as Gabriel Ellison holding on to that front position. Now he's got that gap between him and Brandon Holder to about a second. So actually a second now. So Brandon Holder falling back just a little bit. Edward Shear trying to hang on to that 3rd spot. But he is starting to fall back just a little bit to Brandon Holder. And then Alex Huffman, he is about a second and a half back from that 3rd spot. So he won't be fighting for the position right now. As I see Dustin Slider with the 200 stars on Facebook. Do appreciate that, Dustin.
Yeah, and it stinks, Dustin, what happened to you, buddy. I hate it, you know, after you went on your trip through the grasses. The stage break is going to end, and it's going to be that 77 of Gabriel Ellison picking up the win. But do hate it what happened for you, Dustin, but still appreciate the support, man. It'll get better for you. Hopefully that 11 machine will have some good coming to her this way, or coming to her soon. As it looks like Gabriel Ellison, though, will pick up your stage win. We'll have a word with your stage winner once we get everything sorted out here and he gets down pit road. But other than that, good job on the 77, a well-executed stage. As you saw him holding pace there, he actually put Joey Doucette a lap down even on Joey's fresh tires. I want to say what him and that 3 of Mo Abbott were doing. They're going to stay out this time, I'm pretty sure. So I would assume well, I don't know. Joey might come down now since he's the lucky dog, to be honest. But Mo Abbott should stay out here. I'm pretty sure he was just saving. That's why he was keeping pace with Mo, because Mo's probably going to stay out, take the lead of this race, and try to work those old tires for as long as he can. Kinder out of gas, so he's going to get an EOL. As you're going to see the field come down the pit road areas. Woo! A little bit of a wiggle right there from the 7 of Doug Newbigging. He's going to get it locked up, though, and keep going. As we'll see. We're going to ride on board with this 77 of Gabriel Ellison all the way down pit road. Want to see where our leader comes out. Usually don't ride on board with one particular person down pit road, but I am very interested to see this 77 and what he's got for us. As man, of course, the cameras are going to change to that one. As well, we'll see the race off pit road here. As those danged buildings and our dang cameraman, we're going to have to fire those guys. I'm going to tell Chris to definitely get rid of the cameraman that worked here tonight. But yeah, it looks like with the race off pit road, Gabriel Ellison is going to win that race. He still will be your leader. And what I was saying about Mo Abbott seemed to be false. He did come down pit road, but he did only take fuel 2 seconds. So he got literally a splash of gas. That's going to bring him back out in 9th place. So Mo Abbott's still going to get some good track position off of that caution right there, off of that stage, excuse me. But while we have got the time, I'm going to go ahead and get Gabriel Ellison up into the booth area, and we'll have a word with this 77 here in just a moment. Gabriel Ellison, Chris, and Josh up at the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I gotcha.
Hey, man, well, we just saw a well-executed stage 2 from that 77 machine. Come down pit road, you won that race actually off pit road, still in the lead here, but stage 2 victory, and you seemed like you were doing a good job being able to pass those cars there late in the run. Take us through that stage 2 right there, and how you expecting to go here into this latter half of the stage and replicate the success you've had here early.
Yeah, pretty happy with that there. I think when we started pits, I was in 3rd, and the 2 guys in front of me, I think they opted to not take tires, so I was definitely in a good spot for that. Of course, obviously real happy to start from the lead here, get the clean air, super important here. A lot of dirty air, feels like car's pretty tight. So those guys that didn't take tires, they may end up with an advantage if it gets some cautions, but I really like where I'm sitting right now, so if I could just keep what I'm doing, I think I got a shot at this.
Well, Gabriel, we know how well you're able to manage the car. We've seen you pick up victory here before, but in the Bluegrass series. But we're excited to see what that 77's got for us in the rest of the race, man. You're usually the master class of the field when it comes to holding off that 54 and the 44 and all those guys that seem to show speed week in and week out. And Gabriel, excited to see what you got going for us here, and thank you for taking a word with us, man. We'll let you get back down to your team, and good luck in the rest of your race, Gabriel, and hopefully we'll be seeing you here in just a little bit back up here in the booth.
All right, thanks, guys.
There we go. Couldn't find it. There we go. But man, we know Gabriel Ellison is one of those guys that can get it done, Chris. He's won a race here before. We know that Gabriel is one of those guys that seems to, as I like to think about it, the 44 is kind of like Lewis Hamilton, He's that guy that's just always going to be there. He's got the pro license, 7K I rating. Some of these guys that here just now getting their foot into A class when they get into these series. So you got a guy that you see out there that's like, man, this is the Lewis Hamilton of the league. He's going to be so fast, so consistent every week. But you got a lot of guys out here that are just very competitive. They're not taking that lightly, and they're gonna go out there. They're gonna battle the heck out this guy. They're taking that opportunity and running with it. And that 77 of Gabriel Ellison's been one of those drivers all season that has just shown the pace, shown the grit, the determination, and just the pure raw pace to get it done. I mean, I think he's one of those drivers that I can gladly say can probably hang up there with that 44 on any given day in this series. So he's doing a good job here early. Not going to try to jinx him too much by talking so much about him, but that 77 of Gabriel Ellison and that 31 of Brandon Holder will be bringing your field back to the green. As you see Matt Kemp lined up in that fourth row on the inside lane, that 44 of Zach Nichols, and the 44 in that second row on the outside lane. So those guys that usually we see up here towards the front, and now we got Alex Huffman in that second lane as the green flag does come out. Good to see Huffy back up here, last season's Cup Series champion, as he rolls it to the inside here of that 31 of Brandon Holder, too wide as they come out of turn number 2. And we'll see this restart start to unroll itself, unravel, and really show the mysteries and what it's going to do. I mean, we know as you get on in the stage, the track builds up rubber. Big drive-in for Matt Grenier. But as you know, this track starts to build rubber. You're really going to see it change. And here in the latter stage of the race, let's see if the track temperature is still high. It's 105. It's went down a little bit. So you're going to see the track gain just a little bit more grip here as we get a little bit cooler track temperatures, but still a lot of slipping and sliding as the 31 of Brandon Holder big up the racetrack, and exactly what that 77 was talking about, clean air. He's got 3 wide behind him. He's loving this clean air.
Yeah, you saw Zach Nichols try to take that inside lane, but said, hey, I'm going to back that out.
Yeah, experience move from the 44 as well, as he's going to be all over the back bumper of that 8 of Huffy. As you see that 7 of Doug Newbigging, he's got the 84 and the 54. That's David Farmer, and that 54 of Matt Kemp behind him as they're going to roll their way through turn 2. And Farmer's just been doing a good job consistently running in this position. But look at that, Chris, 2x2x2 as we go through the back of the field here. That's 9 of Justin Winters, the 3 of Mo Abbott, the 70 of Jeremy Little, 21 of Morgan Bard. As you see Matt Grenier, you got the 94 of Edward Shear, the 5 of John Kinder, and the tail end of that bag was Frankie Barroso. Don't count him out. As you see the 3 taking it too wide. Woo! Big drive in as the 21 just came out of nowhere. What was that noise, Chris?
I have no idea. Luckily, my mic was muted.
Oh man, I'm so glad your mic was muted. If you guys would have heard that, that was probably the weirdest noise I've ever heard you make.
Yeah, that was a really weird. I was just imagine that really high pitched. That's what it was. It was terrible.
No, that wasn't.
It was terrible.
I don't even know what that was. That was just a weird noise. But either way,
yes, right now Gabriel Ellison doing a good job holding on to that lead. He's still got the 31 of Brandon Holder, still hanging on to that second place. I don't want to say holding on because I just feel like it's too easy and I don't want to do that. So Brandon Holder holding on to that second spot, but he's got that 8 of Alex Huffman still breathing down his neck. But look at that, Josh. Zach Nichols,
a dang good job.
Yeah, Zach Nichols taking the inside line on the 8 of Alex Huffman. Huffy trying to pinch him down to that bottom lane. But Zach Nichols not gonna budge. He's gonna stay on that bottom lane, still drive it in. He's got that 8 Alex Huffman still out there on that outside line. But Zach Nichols looks like, whoa, did you see a little bit of looseness there from Huffy? That's gonna check the 44 up. Huffy, the 44 gonna go ahead and just say, I'm just gonna tuck it back in here.
Some good freaking racing going on here, man. As we're closing in on 100 laps done of this race, 96 as we hit 97 as they hit the stripe. So 4 laps until we hit lap 100. Well, 3 mathematically, 4 racing laps until we hit lap 100. The 12 of Frankie Barroso going to go to the inside here of Jeremy Little, who's just had just a run here tonight. He really hasn't been, towards the back, towards the front, just kind of been hanging out here towards this 10th, 11th, 12th position. And Jeremy Little still got a clean nose on his race car. That's what matters here at a track like Nashville Superspeedway. Got to have a lot of downforce when you got almost no downforce on the rear of the car. Is that 94 going to go to the bottom? He's going to take it 3 wide for just a moment. Is the 12 going to tuck it over in front of the 70? Man, the 94 driving it hard into that inside lane. He's going to wash up about half a lane, now a whole lane, as 2 wide down the back straightaway here at lap number 98. That 94 of Ed Shearer had the speed to lead. He's done it before in this race, but it looks like he's trying to work his way back through the field with damage. But that 44 of Zach Nichols now to the inside. He's got the 54 to help push. He should clear this 8, but big wiggle from the 54 as he was helping. As, man, he's going to pinch that 8 all the way up to that outside lane. As you see that Huffman design number 8 of Alex Huffman on that outside lane. He should be able to cut this 54's nose off. He will. I was going to say the 54 might be to that quarter panel. But he's not. He's going to tuck back in behind Alex Huffman. And if Alex Huffman's not careful, he's going to have this Mountain Dew live wire 54 of Matt Kemp to that inside lane. He needs to just not peek the door open too much. As Alex Huffman knows how to get it done, though. I can't say anything about him. He's a Cup Series champion. And how many do I got? Well, I got 2 drivers champions on F1 2020 mod team. So I guess screw you, Alex.
Yeah, right now, as it looks like Brandon Holder getting a little loose coming out of turn 2. He was starting to catch that 77, but as you saw him get a little loose coming out of turn 2, that's going to open that gap back up. Zach Nichols really starting to work that inside lane. You see Alex Huffman, he's starting to fall back now. He's got that 54 Matt Kemp on his inside, so Huffy having a little bit of tire issues
Kemp
here.
got loose. Yeah, Kemp got loose on corner exit. He had the pace coming out, but he just got a little bit ambitious on the throttle. And that just got that rear tire spinning just a little bit harder than he thought. He should have made that pass stick down the front stretch that last time. So if he doesn't get it done here in the next lap or 2, he's probably going to be kicking himself with the amount of tire he's going to have to use up. He's got that 7 of Doug Newbigging behind him, though, and that Natalie's Orange Juice. So we might see him get pushed past here as you ride on board with Holder, who's got out in front of, or who's out in front of Zach Nichols at the current moment. But 2 wide still behind them. As man, I'm getting their names mixed up now. Matt Kemp having to really go to work on that 8 of Alex Huffman.
Yeah,
you're right on board here with Newbigging.
Yeah, you're really gonna see that. You're really gonna see that 8 machine having to go on the defense mode now. He's got that 54 really eating that inside lane up. So Alex Huffman, he's trying to put his best defense on, but really having to overwork those tires to keep that 2nd place position, or excuse me, that 4th place position. As right now, the 7 of Doug Newbigging, he is trying to stick his nose up in here, but he's got the 84 David Farmer all over that back bumper. So right now,
spicy.
Yeah, this is where it's gonna start getting really spicy.
Brandon Holder all over the back bumper, or excuse me, Zach Nichols got around Brandon Holder. That's what I meant to say. As I heard Zach Nichols say, sorry about the push. There might have been a little bit of accidental contact on corner exit. We'll see this push, or not push, but this pass. See if we can see what kind of push he was talking about. Maybe he was talking about he maybe pushed the brake too much. Not sure he did slow up. It looked like a little bit more than the 31 of Brandon Holder. I might not have caught the conversation the full way. I wasn't paying attention too much to voice chat at that point, but not sure what they were talking about. Maybe just some race car driver code for something I don't know about. But look at that, Chris. Alex Huffman has successfully defended that 54 Matt Kemp and is back on the run. I mean, I was thinking that 54 has definitely got to be eating up his equipment and trying to make that pass on the low lane as he's going to clear Newbigging, who's just kind of been hanging out here. But look at that, another driver in the mix of it now for this 5th place position on back, as you see that 10 of Wyatt Brackett reeling his way back into the mix of things.
Yeah, up 2 positions. That 10 machine of Wyatt Brackett is doing a good job. We saw Wyatt Brackett last season really come out towards the end of the season. Doing a really good job winning a couple of races. So Wyatt Brackett, one of those drivers who's not afraid of going to the front. So looking for Wyatt Brackett to really start pushing the real aggressive button here later on. Morgan Bard doing a good job moving his way up 6 positions right now in that 10th spot. He's got that 94 of Edward Shear really eating on that back bumper. Then right behind him, Frankie Barroso in that 12 machine, who's got that 5 of John Kinder all over that back bumper. So John Kinder looks like he's making a move on that 12 right now. So John Kinder going to take that inside lane, going to go ahead and make that pass. He should be able to clear him coming out. No, it doesn't look like he's going to clear him, but Kinder will have the run going into turn 1. So right now, this is your closest battle for position on track. John
See,
Kinder
Chris,
taking that inside lane. Yes, Josh?
I was going to say only real OGs remember when Mo Abbott drove the 48 machine, when John Kinder drove the 21, and when freaking Wyatt Brackett was winning races in the 38 Yingling. Only real ones remember that. Those are some good times, man.
As right now, Gabriel Ellison still holding on to that lead, but he's got the 44, Zach Nichols,
Uh-oh.
now starting to peek up on that back bumper. So if you're in that 77, you're definitely looking up in that mirror now, trying to judge where that 44 is going, knowing he could be anywhere on that track.
I think it was Homestead this year. I can't remember exactly where at. They asked Kyle Busch how he was going to go up there and deal with the Hendrick cars, and his response was, "I just got to wreck them." That was his response. So I feel like that's how Gabriel Ellison's going to have to deal with Zach Nichols right now, who's on the hunt. I'm just going to have to wreck him. Or not even necessarily Gabriel, just any driver. How are you going to deal with these 44 and this 54? We're just going to have to wreck them, man. These boys are just flat out too fast. Somebody check that 44's computer. He might word.exe open in the background. That's some cheat codes running right there, as he's always bad fast. He's got those Harry Hog special tires on. Nah, I'm just kidding. That 44, definitely a hard worker. 54 as well. These guys are week in and week out just on their freaking A game. You do not have a race without thinking, is Matt Kemp and Zach Nichols going to come up here and run? You usually know they're going to be up there running for some good position. And right now, that 44 is breathing down that 77's neck. And if you're that 77, either you're mirror driving right now or you got your spotter telling you, you don't worry about that freaking mirror. I got your mirror. You focus on that driving line. And you keep digging here, driver. We got only 40 laps to go, and you're in the lead right now.
Yeah, that's definitely something that not a lot of people really know about. You know, we try to stress every week, you know, how hard it is to manage a position like the lead when you've got another driver that's as good as that 44 breathing down that neck. You know, whoa, as it looks like the 44 got a little loose there going up into the corner. So he might fall back just a second, but no, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the 44 is still going to be all over the back bumper of that 77. But like we were saying, you know, it's just one of those things when you've got a driver as good as that 44 Zach Nichols behind you, you know, you're definitely looking up, trying to gauge where he's going to go because you don't know which direction he's going to go. So that's just one of those things you got to watch out for. You got to watch out for, you know, taking that inside lane or that outside lane. You see the 44 starting to peak that outside lane. But the 77, yeah, the 77 doing a really good defense. It looks like maybe, oh, no, looks like he was going to try to take that inside lane, but decided against it.
Nichols is ready to go. He wants to get this race going. He wants to get out there in the lead. You can tell he's getting really loose on corner exit out of 1 and 2 every time. He's just kind of over ambitious on the throttle a little bit. I mean, he'll get it round back up, I'm sure, here eventually. I think this 44 is going to get this pass either stuck or he is going to be within passing distance, too wide, something here within the next couple laps. He's got it under control right there, but Gabriel Ellison's still doing a good job going on to the fence mode down the back straightaway. As you see a big drive in from the 44 compared to the 77, and halfway through the corner, the 44 is in the throttle a little bit more than the 77. Going to wash him up really high, though. For a second there, I thought that car was going to keep carrying to that outside lane, but it's going to grab and hook back up, bring it down the racetrack. And into turn 1 and 2 here, it looks like the 44 just a little bit deeper of a braking zone than that 77. As you go back here to this 3rd and 4th position, as we're going to take a look at Matt Kemp trying to make a pass on that 34 BK Paints of Brandon Holder. Alex Huffman still doing a decent job to hold himself in that 6th position. Excuse me, 5th position. This is the battle for 4th, ding dong, as they're going to roll it in right there. But Matt Kemp is going to get his way into 3rd place. And there comes Alex Huffman. As it looks like Brandon Holder got big loose and into the wall. That's going to allow 4 cars around almost.
Yeah, you see the 88 of Adam Lancaster getting around him too. So Brandon Holder looks like he got just a little loose, washed up into that wall, had to check up out of it for just a split second. And you're going to see him. He's going to fall back 3 positions off of that. So unfortunate for that 31, but hey, he's still got about 33 laps. 33 laps to go. So he definitely is not out of it. He can still come back.
Getting Newbigging. He was going to go to the inside, but look at that. Pass for the lead here. 77 of Gabriel Ellison. Looks like he is going to surrender that position to the 44 of Zach Nichols. New leader here at 117. It is that Mountain Dew Code Red of Zach Nichols, and that is something we have said so much. And speaking of, I think these cars are going to need some pit lane service here soon. We should see some drivers down pit road. Last time by was 87. Obviously, that was the stage break, as it looks like Scott Fritz, actually, as I'm saying it, is down pit road.
Yeah, you're going to be looking for that that virtual hand out the window here before too long. These drivers are going to see a couple of drivers coming down pit lane. They're going to go ahead and pull that trigger. But right now, the 44, Zach Nichols, doing a really good job getting around that 77. Gabriel Ellison also did a really good job. Don't want to discount him holding off that 44 as long as he did. But right now, it looks like there's a little bit of separation there from that 44, that 77. Big drive in from the 77. Oh, he is going really hard into the corners there. But that's going to open up the door there for that 44 to get on the gas just a little bit sooner. He's going to get a little bit more distance down this backstretch.
And he did a good job defending Adam Lancaster down pit road. So here it goes, Chris. We're starting to see those drivers come down pit road, like I was saying. So not only is the gas in that tank going to be refreshing, but man, a Mountain Dew Code Red sounds refreshing. I need one of those. Zach Nichols, week in and week out, sells me, I think, on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Every Wednesday night, I get off the game, go down to the gas station. I'm like, man, what am I gonna get to drink? And then I see a Code Red, and I'm like, yeah, he did just win a race, didn't he? Always pick it up. Yeah, that might be what happens tonight. So we'll see if that 44 can sell me on one tonight.
77 down pit road, 44 down pit road. Chris, here they come, here they come, here they come. This is the pit stop that matters right here. And it,
Whoa, big lock up there from both of them. 44 going to have his under control just a little bit better. We're going to have to see if they got him slowed down in time. But Zach Nichols and that 77 of Gabriel Ellison coming down pit lane. Matt Kemp also down. Doug Newbigging, David Farmer, Wyatt Brackett,
there's so
John
many
Kinder,
people down pit road.
Zach Nichols, Mo Abbott, Ryan Campbell, all down pit lane right now. So Alex Huffman going to assume the lead here at lap 121. So he's actually pulling himself way down pit lane.
They're all coming down. Nobody's assuming any lead right now. I wouldn't even talk about it. Everybody is freaking pitting, man. I love it when this happens. This is so awesome. It looks like we got one. Joey Doucette. He's going to come around. Actually, no. It looks like CJ Mason and Joey Doucette. Those two stinkers going to ruin the pit party. But either way, good job, man. Good execution on pit road from all of our drivers. Love it when we get a good, clean pit stop. And that's going to allow Gabriel Ellison, or not, excuse me, it's going to allow that 44 of Zach Nichols get a little bit of a gap there to that Gabriel Ellison machine as they're going to work their way back around and climb their way back up through live timing. These next couple laps going to be kind of crazy with all the pitting, all the drivers switching around. So that ticker probably going to be going crazy. We'll see these drivers, though, get settled back into their positions.
Whoa, CJ Mason.
55 of CJ Mason. That might be a...
that's going to be a black flag.
That's going to be a black flag, right?
Yep, that'll be a black
Unsafe
flag.
pit entrance?
Yeah, that'll be a black flag for that 55, so he's going to have to come down pit lane and serve that. Oh, unfortunate for CJ Mason. Probably just getting a little loose, as I don't have a marker for it, so we'll actually rewind it here just to see what happened to that 55. Oh, just trying to get it slowed down. Yeah, trying to get it slowed down. Just didn't make it. Got it locked up. Oh. Yeah, if he wouldn't have went through pit lane there, that wouldn't have been that bad. But entering pit lane like that, that's gonna be a really big black flag for that 55. Unfortunate for CJ Mason.
Kemp, fastest last time by 29.28. What a freaking lap under race trim, man. That is a lap right there, and the 54 is digging. Man, this race is getting interesting again. We've got about 25 laps to go this next time by, so.
All right, and here with 26 laps to go, we're going to go ahead and take it to another L&S Customs loud pedal. Go ahead and let you get the sights and sounds of this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Nashville Superspeedway. So go ahead and get those speakers ready as we're going to ride on board here with these first 3 cars and see if we can follow some of the action.
2-car accident. Oh, Scott Fritz, man, as well. So Ryan Campbell, unfortunate, man. Scott Fritz as well, both having very good runs here tonight. We'll have to see what caused this accident between the Toyota and the Mustang. So I was like, we'll see as they drive it in here. It looks like 3 and 4. Looks like the 80 sees an open opportunity under him. Maybe the one's going to go for that same real estate here, or the 80's just big driving from the 80. Yeah. My goodness, what a wreck, man. The 20 was an innocent bystander. Scott Fritz just did a barrel roll down the front stretch like it was a freaking stunt show. Man. A little bit of an over-ambitious move from the 80, but... Oh, that was a little bit of a net code spin, too, on Scott Fritz. The 80 got in there and door banged him, but I don't think it was maybe worth the spin the game gave us.
Yes, you see a violent ride there for the one of Scott Fritz. Unfortunate for him. That was definitely one of those rides that you do not want to be a part of in real life.
Okay, good thing this isn't real life. Like I've said before, if you took the pain from an iRacing wreck, half the freaking simulator would be, or half the player base would be dead from the amount of wrecks they've taken. I mean, we've seen people get sent to the moon, man. Like over catch fences. I've literally landed it outside of a track before. I don't know how, but I've seen it. I mean, I went like 30 feet in the air at Pocono one race. It happens. They'd be dead. But other than that, hey, we're glad that we don't have to worry about safety on the simulator. Besides maybe some broken thumbs and some hurting hands after some of these force feedback wrecks, these guys don't got a lot to worry about when it comes to the paint department. Except for you, Chris. You're always complaining every time I ask you to get on the rig.
Just want to give a big shout out to Dustin Slider for 200 more stars on that Facebook. And then Joshua Clemens coming in and hitting us with another 200. So really appreciate Joshua Clemens and that 400 stars from Dustin Slider. So I think we've actually hit our 2,000 goal for stars. So really appreciate you guys out there on that Facebook channel.
Heck yeah, I appreciate you guys out on the Facebook channel for sure. Make sure to share Bluegrass to your friends. I mean, if you guys have friends, I know I have so many friends personally from work that now watch Bluegrass. It's weird going to work and having people walk up to me and ask me, about, oh, did you see this and this? I'm like, yeah, I saw that, dude. I literally called the race. What do you mean? Like, yeah, I know. And, it's just funny. It's weird having those experiences outside of work with something that, to me, I just think of as such a hobby. I love calling the virtual racing. I love meeting all the people in the virtual, racing world. It's awesome. It's like a big family. And, you gotta let your friends, family, whoever know about it. So share us out on the Facebook, man. I mean, there is an easy share button right down there in the bottom right. Send us $1 million. Tell them that me and Chris are the best. You can do whatever you want to, but that share button, means the world to us. It would be awesome to get the Bluegrass community bigger and bigger. We got so many drivers just off from last season to this season, from the truck to the Cup Series, that I've never even heard of on this platform, and now these are guys that I get to watch every week, and it's like I said, it's a big family. So we want that family to keep expanding. So if you know an inspiring racer, inspiring fan, anything, send them over to the Bluegrass Racing Series. We'll be more than welcome to take them in. And I'm sure once Season 2 here ends of 2021 and we get into the 2022 seasons, we'll be doing some recruiting races. So let your aspiring drivers know, and I'm sure they'll be able to get into a recruitment race to try to race with some of the boys out here. Race with the likes of Adam Lancaster, Gabriel Ellis, Alex Huffman, Zach Nichols, all these guys to the field that we talk so heavily on every week. They get the opportunity to go out here and mix it up with them. So, yeah, Facebook, do your thing and help make Bluegrass bigger than what it already is. We love each and every one of you out there. Appreciate, everything you do for us, guys and girls that are giving us, stars, sharing us out, telling your coworkers about us. It's all a big old thank you, and we appreciate it for making me and Chris's Monday through Wednesday so enjoyable to do. As we're gonna get back to the green flag racing here, enough of the loving up on you guys in chat. We're going to get back to green flag racing. Y'all are going to get some more love by seeing an awesome 10-lap shootout here at Nashville Superspeedway. A lot of implications on this run. Big drive-in from Adam Lancaster. Is that 54? Matt Kemp now going to be racing his teammate basically for this race win. We could see a caution here, Chris, and I guarantee you cautions ain't over. I think we're going to see at least 1 or 2 more before this thing's over. 3 wide, 3 wide.
It is 3 wide.
Hold her loose, hold her loose.
Hold her loose. They're getting that big one coming.
What did I say?
Oh my goodness. Everybody around, everybody around. Here's the big one. John Kinder getting, whoa, John Kinder getting into it.
Kinder.
Oh, Morgan Bard just getting just T-boned there. John Kinder, unfortunate, just had nowhere to go, trying to get checked up.
Through it.
As you see, Brandon Holder just getting really loose coming out of turn 4. You also see the 88, Alex Huffman. Looks like he might be been a little loose there too. But you see the 31 just getting a little bit of a bump from the 8.
And Huffy got freaking lucky that he didn't just get involved in that too. As much as he, caught up in the early action.
See John Kinder there just getting into the back bumper of the 94 of Edward Shear. But then the 31 just trying to get checked up there, but not really slowing down. The 5 just have nowhere to go. You see the 21 of Morgan Baird just, nowhere to go there for the 5. Oh, just unfortunate. So we're going to go on board here with him, see if we can watch it from John Kinder's point of view. I can find him.
Given a penalty. Did you even see that? Look, him and Lancaster wrecked in the front. I didn't even notice that until just now. Look, this is a whole nother accident in front of us that I didn't even notice.
Okay, so the 77, yeah, like I said, I did see a little looseness there from that 88. So, yeah, Josh, you are correct. The 88 also involved in the 77. You say there was a penalty handed out?
Yeah, and the 21 as well of Morgan Bard just got a penalty. I'm going to assume for how aggressively he was driving through the field after the caution was already brought out. If that's how they described it. I'm not going to be the one to say it, but I'm just the guy that talks about what they say, so don't take that as me trying to talk crap. We'll see. I mean, he definitely was trying to get his way through it. I feel like looks like he might have gotten onto the grass too.
Check up?
He didn't check up, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris. In that situation, I probably wouldn't have checked up either, but that's a lie. I don't know. It's a 50-50 thing, man. It's just how you see the scenario. Sometimes you're in that mindset of, especially when you're in the race car. When you're driving, you've been racing hard your whole race. It's the last 10 laps. I mean, you don't want to be involved in that. I mean, even checking up sometimes, I've been hit harder than I probably would if I'd have just drove through the darn things. I can feel it from a driver's perspective, but if race control deemed it, whatever, that's race control. I can't control that, so unfortunate for the 21, but he's going to have to go to the back of the pack.
Yeah, Bobby Hall Jr. I caught myself there, Bobby. He says elbow ups now on the Facebook chat. I almost did it.
Bobby Hillen. Bobby Hill.
Yeah, almost did it again. I looked at the name and I was like, you know what? I stopped myself. That's why you heard me stop myself. But yeah, so right now, 7 laps to go. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Want to say you did say Justin Winters made it through that, right, Josh?
He did.
Yeah, Justin Winters making it through it. You said Huffy also made it through. You saw him have that little bit of contact with the 31 of Brandon Holder. So Luckily,
I
he
wouldn't
got
say
through
little bit of contact. I mean, they were door banging, but
This is Bobby Hall Jr. saying $1, $1. He said he was going to charge me $1 every time I mess his name up.
hey, that's
But I
what we're
did.
gonna have to start doing.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm going to get it right.
I guarantee you, Bobby, give it $5, he stops calling you that.
It's good to have you on the Facebook there, Bobby. So yeah, just like Josh said earlier, big shout out to everybody out there on that YouTube, on that Facebook. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on that YouTube page. Hit that notification bell so that way you know whenever we go live here on the Bluegrass platform. So you never miss any of the action. And on Facebook, you know, you can always go watch over on Facebook too. Like and share, like Josh said. Share us out to your friends. Let all of them know. So that way when you go to work, you can talk about the racing.
Oh, it's great water cooler talk, let me tell you. But coming out of turn 4, man, 5-lap shootout. We've got, and I'm going to quote Bobby Hall Jr. from the Facebook chat, elbows out racing. This is going to be white knuckle, gloves off, survival of the fittest right here. Nashville Superspeedway, 5 laps to go. Zach Nichols, Matt Kemp, off to the green as they are going to go 54, going to get a great restart as the 8 of Alex Huffman going to be in that 3rd place position. Doug Newbiggie, and look at that, the 12 Mark II aerospace of Frankie Barroso going to be sitting in that 5th spot. He's got Mikey Neal Jr. all over that back bumper, and David Farmer, I don't even know how he can see out of the cockpit. Looks like the dang hood's bent up in front of the car, but he is currently sitting back in that 7th spot. Never mind, it was just that camera angle. Oh, he's gave a little bit of a bump to that 25 of Mikey Neal. That's 3 wide behind him. We know what happened last time these boys went 3 wide. 4 to go.
Yeah, right now Zach Nichols trying to bide his time, trying to work the 54s. Whoa, as you see the 54 as I'm talking, he gets a little loose. That might open the door for that 8 of Alex Huffman. He might be able to get up here and start mixing it up. But Josh, like we were saying, Doug Newbiggie, Frankie Barroso up 12 positions right now. Frankie might be getting up here and mixing it up with these boys. You see this 7 of Doug Newbiggie getting really loose coming out of turn 2.
Caution's
out, yeah.
Not sure
Looks
what
like Wyatt Brackett.
Wyatt Brackett, indeed. Yeah, it is. Oh, man, that 10 is beat up.
I don't even think he can keep it straight.
Self-spin. That's what he said.
Oh, it looks like the 9 of Justin Winters maybe got up into the door. Oh, and then the 71 there going to get into him. Looks like Justin Winters maybe with a little hard into the corner. We'll see. Right on board on the 15. Yeah, as it looks like Justin Winters might have drove it down into the corner just a little too hot. Got up into the corner panel of the 10. Whoa, you see that big kick out there from the 10. That was a little bit of a netcode spin there. It registered him.
No, he hit the bump in the track. You see the rear tires come off the ground. That's why the rear end got around so hard.
Okay.
Roll it back. Roll it back from that hood of Matt Grenier. You'll see it, what I'm talking about. Right here. As he goes up the track, you see it hop on the bump.
The bump. Yeah, okay. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right, we'll get back to live, man. We got green, white checkered coming. That's our flagman just standing there looking all cute. As we're gonna, I'm never gonna say that again on live stream. As Matt Kemp gonna bring us through turns 3 and 4. As this would be the white flag this next time by if we were still green. Huffy's wishing it was still green, and he was right there on the inside of that 44 as Zach Nichols, I'm pretty sure. But either way. We'll see him come out, and man, I don't think the cautions are over. I think we're gonna, every time we've went to green, white, checkered, Chris, this season in Bluegrass, I think we've used almost all 3 of them. So I'm expecting, since now we were talking about it so much in the earlier race, how we've had almost no cautions all week again. Tonight has been the caution night, And here we go with the green-white checkered. I think we use probably all three of them. These boys don't want to give up now. It's already been a rough race. Now it's a rough race with an overtime that everybody is going to be in position to get their chance here to restart good. This is going to be where you see the Hail Marys be thrown. And like I like to say, the kitchen sink is going to be thrown at it because everybody is going to be trying to find that little grip, that extra grip, that hint of a second in the turns just to get that drive off anything to give them an advantage. They're going to use here. That's just how it goes here. And this is going to be some pure racing. We might not see the beating and banging like we see at Bowman Gray. I feel like we're going to see some good, hard leaning. We might see a guy or two get dumped here in the lead. And heck, I wouldn't mind seeing some boys getting their cage rattled.
Yeah, but right now, got a couple of drivers who are up a lot of positions. You've got Zach Nichols, who's moved his way up 20 positions. Alex Huffman up 20 positions as well. Frankie Barroso up 12 positions. So a lot of drivers up here in the top 5 moving their way up through the field. So this is going to be, like you say, Josh, the kitchen sink just thrown out the window. There's going to be a lot of hard driving. And I want to say Brandon Zimmerman over in the Facebook chat said about to get crazy. Yep, it's about to get crazy. Cars coming around turns 1 and 2. Just want to give a big shout out to all of our partners there. We've got LNS Customs. Just want to give a big shout out to them. ButtKicker. Make sure if you want to pick up a ButtKicker, you can go to their website and put in the Bluegrass iRacing for 20% off of a new ButtKicker. So go and check that out. And then also big shout out to Kinder Performance Group and Rims One for being a partner with us and allowing us to do this every week. That's what we love to do. But hey, you know, we've got 3 laps here to go. We've got the 54 Matt Kemp, the 44 is Zach Nichols. It's about to go down.
Do the teammates give each other room here? I don't know, man. How do you think you feel? If me and you were racing for the win here, I wouldn't give you room, Chris. I'd knock the snot out of you. So let's see what they're going to do. 54 off to a great restart. Huffy going to be sitting in that 3rd spot. As we're going to roll it here in a 1 and 2. Like I said, expecting to see another caution. Will it be between the teammates? I don't know. We'll have to find out. I don't know, though. We might not get that caution, as it looks like we should come back to the green, the white flag this next time by, as Frankie Barroso, Adam Lancaster, Matt Grenier as well. In that 77, we're leaning a little bit. White flag, though. Looks like we're going to make it back. Matt Kemp's just got to get around the track one more time. Oh, big drive in from the 44. 54 was mirror driving. He just opened himself up big time.
Yeah, the 44 is on the inside. Matt Kemp's got to go on the defense right now.
Oh, my goodness. This is going to be door to door. This is going to be door to door. Here they come out of turn 4.
Got a pinch.
Checkered flag. 54's got a good drive. Here he comes!
Whoa, big tap!
Kemp got him! Kemp got him! Matt Kemp gonna be your winner! Woo! What a finish!
Yeah, that Matt Kemp had to pinch that 44 down or he would have had a massive run coming out of the corner. Like I said, you had to watch for that pinch. Matt Kemp, really good defense, getting washed up to that top lane.
Man, he does it like he did in the opening race of the season. In photo finish, 2 wide coming to the checkered flag. And last time Kemp won, I think I said the same thing. Kemp got him. And exactly like that, Matt Kemp is going to pick up win at number 2 on the season. Or is this win number 3? Oh, goodness. Why do I never have my stats ready when I question my stats? But either way, Matt Kemp picking up another win. And he got a little loose there on corner exit. I think if he didn't bump him right there coming to the stripe, he might not have got him. He wins in Ryan Blaney fashion. I mean, oh my goodness. 3 100ths of a second, man. I mean, that is what you call close. We'll go back to the burnout, though. Matt Kemp gonna be picking up the victory, man. Congratulations to him. One hell of a race to hold off Zach Nichols, and he gave the fans what he wanted to see. He drove it in deep into turn 1, got him 2 wide coming down the back straightaway, and set us up for one hell of a finish. I got to say, Matt Kemp did an excellent job, as the results are going to be up on your screen. You're going to see Matt Kemp 3/100 seconds away from losing that win here tonight, but he is going to pick up the win and not advance any positions. He started in first. He's going to finish in first, so that's he did advance position on the racetracks, but good job to our pole sitter and race winner, Matt Kemp. But up 20 positions, it's going to be that 44 of Zach Nichols. Started in 22nd, finished in second here tonight with a spirited run, almost picking up the race win. Alex Huffman also up 20 spots, started in 23rd. He is going to finish in third. Awesome job from Huffy, man. He was on a different class of a drive tonight. That was a good drive from Alex Huffy, really exposing his true race pace. Then we're going to see Doug Newbigging in that fourth spot, Mikey Neal in fifth, Frankie Barroso going to finish in sixth with Adam Lancaster in seventh, David Farmer going to finish eighth with Brandon Holder in ninth, Justin Winters 10th, Gabriel Ellison 11th, Matt Grenier 12th, Mo Abbott 13th with Jeremy Little in 14th, CJ Mason 15th, Morgan Bard 16th, Joey Doucette 17th, Edward Shearer going to finish in 18th, David Sheets 19th, Wyatt Brackett 20th, John Kinder 21st, Ryan Campbell 22nd, Scott Fritz and Dustin Slider going to round out your field in that 23rd and 24th spot. It looks like we have our drivers here ready for their post-race interviews. Going to go ahead and bring up that 54 of Matt Kemp. Have a word with your race winner here tonight. Matt Kemp, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you guys.
Man, oh man, race win number 2. And I got to say, you did it in almost exactly the same fashion at Daytona. Photo finish, 3/100ths of a second. Going to grab that race win number 2. I got to ask first question. Was you looking in the mirror a little bit too much? What was it? You drove it deep into turn number 1 just a little bit that set us up for that photo finish right there. So just walk us through that last lap right there and an extensive couple of cautions we got before that green-white checker, because you did an excellent job, Matt, there battling with that teammate of Zach Nichols. It was an awesome finish from you guys tonight.
Well, thank you guys. But yeah, I about threw that away. I really did. I was honestly trying to move up a little bit because I saw him, running the outside, and he'd get a little bit of a run on me off 2. I'm like, yeah, I don't want him to get even close to me into 3 because I feel like he'd put the bumper to me. And well, that's the first time I tried to run the outside all night, so it did a lot less grip than I thought it would, and I completely missed it. But luckily, was able to. It's really hard to pass on the bottom, so I was able to keep it up through the center 3 and 4 and just barely clear him. So yeah, almost a moron. I was almost a moron.
Hey, man, it all happens. We've all been there, done that. But, we saw a little bit of contact coming back. Like I said, the Ryan Blaney style finish, man. Always getting the contact coming to the checkered. But, it was just a good race overall from the Mountain Dew boys tonight. It seemed like, you guys were just both on it. And you got to say, Matt, it was just one of those class races again from you. I mean, it seemed like no matter who you were going up against, who you were battling, you were finding all the right spots at all the right time on the track, and you just another class victory from you. And I got to say, it was fun watching you pick up victory number 2 here on the season.
Oh well, thanks. We were trying some stuff with strategy early on with not taking tires. We didn't take tires in stage 1, which I think was the right call, and then we didn't take tires in stage 2 either, and I think that was the complete wrong call. Yeah, I did the math wrong in my head, and I was pretty wrong on that. So fortunately, it ended up working out. But yeah, I was really working against myself in a lot of ways tonight. Obviously, at the end there, you saw that. So it was a good race, though. It was. I hope it was half fun to watch. But yeah, I can't believe it. This is not a track I would have expected to do even decent at. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Heck yeah, man. Well, Nashville Superspeedway has been one of those tracks all week here in the Bluegrass Series. It's brought out a surprise in all of our drivers, man. We've had some guys finish on the podium that we weren't even expecting to be close to it. And hey, you brought out a victory number 2. You've been a very, very good driver all season, very fast in the race car, and it seems like tonight was just your night when you show the pure speed that 54 machine. It can go up there and battle with the best of them. But hey, just want to say again, big congratulations to you, Matt. And if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you go here tonight, you're more than welcome to let them go.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys so much for all you do with the broadcast. You do a phenomenal job. It's a lot of fun to go back and watch it afterwards, and Cool to have those memories later on a few years down the road. It's like, oh, you remember that race we ran? We go back and look at it, like ones like today, and I can tell Zach, well, you remember when I almost threw it away and almost gave you another one? So, um, yeah. So appreciate what you guys do. I can't thank Jason and everybody at the league, for all they do. They go through a lot. It takes a lot to run these leagues, and I'm telling you, unless you do it, you really cannot understand how much goes into it. So thanks a ton to them guys for all they put into it, and thanks to my teammates for racing me clean. Zach could have roughed me up there and taken it from me, but he was gracious and raced me pretty good off of 4. So can't thank and Morgan did a good job tonight too. Just gotta work on our overall team standings, but yeah, it's been fun. Thank you guys.
Thank you, man. It was it's always fun to have you up here in the booth, Matt. And again, congratulations on the victory here tonight. Thank you for the kind words as well. And hey, we'll be looking forward to you in the next week and see if that 54 has got another run at it. And
Thanks, guys.
Again, congratulations tonight, and we'll be seeing you next week. Enjoy the rest of your week.
See you then. You too.
Night, and that was Matt Kemp, your winner here tonight. Gonna go ahead and bring up Zach Nichols, his teammate, have a word with that 44. Zach Nichols, Chris, and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man, well, you started in that 20th position, and you worked your way through the field all night. We saw you not qualify. So it seemed like all night it was a pit strategy. You came in at lap 10 and put a really early strategy on. And once I saw what happened, because at first Chris thought you had a little bit of a penalty or some mishap, and I saw it. I managed it in my head. I was like, I see what's going on. He's gonna cycle out really good. You got a really good pit strategy, very wise pit strategy. But after that, it seemed like all night you were just on your drive. But coming to those last couple laps, it seemed like after all those restarts, once you got the opportunity to get past, Matt, in the green scenarios, they came to halt once we got those green-white checkers. Almost got to his inside there and passed him out of 4, but a little bit of contact down the front straightaway. As just a little bit of a teammate love right there. But Zach, take us through that race as it unfolded from your perspective, starting all the way in the back of the field, and just an excellent drive to get yourself up into that second place here tonight.
Yeah, we pitted really early because I thought if I pitted early, I would stay out of the dirty air, but it wasn't how I anticipated because I came out right in the middle of the field again. So, but luckily we were able to cool our tires off. It seemed like in the pits compared to people, and felt like I could just drive right through the field, even though I was right in the middle of it. So that played out tremendously because we went in 18th and I came out 6th after everyone pitted. So that helped a lot, which got us to the front. And then we second stage. I don't really remember what happened in the second stage, but I think we finished good in that one. I think we finished 5th. We didn't take tires because we thought that would be a good thing to have extra sets at the end. We didn't really need them because I still had a couple in the pits, so that didn't go as well. So I think we got underneath Matt on the final lap, but couldn't edge him out. He edged us out, so hats off to him.
Hats off to both of you guys. Y'all put in an excellent show, not only for us up here in the booth, man, but for the fans. It was awesome to watch you guys duke it out right there in those last couple laps. You guys seem to always be on that same pace, no matter what the track is, and just push each other so hard to that next level of speed. And it's fun to watch, man, from our perspective. But I got to say, it was awesome to watch you, Zach, go through the field right there, and all the success you did have on the track tonight. It's just fun to watch and see you really use your master class of racecraft, as I call it. You're really chopping to the field, elbows out, not a lot of contact at all really with almost any driver, and you're very clean, and it's fun to watch that 44 every week. But Zach, before we let you go here tonight, man, just got to say, if you've got any words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to throw out before we let you go, you're more than welcome to get them out there.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting. Like Matt said, it's always fun to go back and watch them. I'd like to thank the league admins for putting this thing on. It's a ton of fun, and I'd like to thank my dad because he's watching, and that's about it.
Heck yeah, Zach. Well, we appreciate you taking the time out of your night to come up here and have a word with us after your race. And hey, congratulations on that second place. No, you probably wanted that position more, but still a good team finish for you guys, 1 and 2, and we'll see what you got next week. We're going to Pocono, correct?
I have no idea.
I think we're going
so.
to Pocono. But hey, either way, good luck next week, man. And we'll be seeing that 44, I'm sure, out on the track doing well again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Real quick, Josh. Yes, Pocono.
Okay, so we are going to Pocono. Chris confirmed it for me. So we're going to go ahead and go and grab that third place finisher of Huffy. Have a word with your final podium sitter here tonight and get you guys going. All right, Alex Huffy. This is Chris and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, third place finish here. Probably, expecting a little bit more tonight, but, hey, a great job from you. We saw that contact that brought out that big caution with about 10 to go. You almost got caught up in it. Luckily, you got past it. A little bit of damage on that race card. Was that damage maybe you think what was the final factor of maybe not being able to go up there and grab the win? You seemed like you had the pace to stick with the 44 and the 54 all night, the 77 as well, of Gabriel Ellis, and a lot of those drivers had the speed. It seemed like it was just the speed to beat, and you had it too as well. But after that contact, it seemed like you just didn't have as much drive. Take us through that contact, and was that what happened, or a little bit of the factor right there, not able to grab that victory tonight?
It felt like it on my end. It didn't seem like much damage, and I got told it wasn't much damage, but it sure felt like I had a parachute hanging off the back end, especially on the straightaway. But then again, Matt and Zach were on a different zip code from me. When I had to start in the back because I missed driver's meeting and my name roll call, I started back there and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to fall in behind Zach here and learn. Got 2 laps of practice in, learn from Zach a bit, saw how he was running, and then just try to adapt to it the whole race. And it was kind of a strategy game. Didn't take tires the first stage and then took tires the second to get my track position and keep it. And I don't know, it was kind of a mess there at the end. 31 got loose and I went low and I was like, don't hit me, and then hit me and almost turned me into the wall. Somehow saved it, but then I don't know, maybe that little slide I had of saving it from that, or the slide off turn 2 on that restart killed my right rear. But I was kind of hoping Zach and Matt would get not so friendly in turn 3 and maybe slide up into each other, but no, those 2 are clean and fun to race with. I had a good battle with Matt at the beginning of the second stage. I was like, I don't want to, or the end of the final stage. It was like, I want to hold my track position here. But since I fell in behind him, I was learning from him as well. And I don't know, they're above my speed level, and I'm just trying to get back to that level after some tough times.
You showed a lot of speed tonight, man, and that's for sure what we were saying, or what I at least said at the end of the race, is you showed that true potential of what you're able to push. And while you might need to knock some rust off or whatever it may be, get a little bit more time in the sim, we know you can reach that potential, and you showed it here tonight for sure. I mean, those guys are on a different area code sometimes when it comes to their race pace. I mean, it is crazy watching them from a perspective of knowing what it's like to be like in that race seat and not even be able to grasp that mentality of almost driving that fast. I can tell you that is probably tough to keep at that pace, and you did one hell of a job tonight, Huffy. One of those drives that we saw that that says, okay, this guy is a contender again, and we're going to see hopefully you bring it back into to Gathers here soon and keep this momentum rolling. It's good to see Huffy back up here in the booth, and you are the reigning champion for a reason, man.
Yeah, a little bit. I think there's more luck into that.
Well, hey, luck, whatever it is. I mean, you still got something a lot of boys trying to work out here for this season. But Huffy, before we let you get going here tonight, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to let go to the Bluegrass faithful here, man, you're more than welcome to let it go.
Of course, got to thank Deb at Old School Diecast, my teammates at Elite, John, Adam, Justin, Mikey. I hated what happened to Adam. He's having a great run tonight. And Deb, I already said Deb at Old School Diecast. Let's say again, you guys up in the booth, you always put on a good broadcast to watch, even when I had to miss races. Jason for putting this league on. Great race. Sponsor name for this week. Sorry for his family's loss. And I know how that feels. Thanks to Rims One as well, LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Simbox, all the guys that helped sponsor this series and league, and all the ones behind. Congrats to Matt and Zach on that awesome 1-2 finish there at the end. I don't know.
Well, I don't know either then, Huffy, but all right, buddy. Well, it's good talking to you, man. Always good, talking to you, Huffy. It's blast.
Been too long.
Oh yeah, been way too long. It's glad that you're back up here for sure. But hey, hopefully we'll see that momentum keep rolling, man. And got to get back on the rig, man. Stop playing Forza or whatever you're playing now.
Nah.
I know, right? It's too much fun. But all right, Huffy. Well, we'll let you get going out of here, man. Again, congratulations. Good talking to you. Thank you for taking a little bit of your time here, buddy. And hey, congratulations on that third. And we'll be seeing you next week at Pocono.
Alrighty.
All right, see you, buddy. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, and that was Huffy. Well, Chris, if you've got any final words for the fans, you can go ahead and let the fans know what you want to say so we can get them rolling.
Yeah, just a big shout out there to the Bluegrass faithful. You know, all the fans. You know, in the YouTube and the Facebook channel, we really do appreciate it. We could not do it without you guys. You know, I can't stress that enough. You know, if you guys weren't watching, then what's the point in doing it? So we really appreciate you know, everybody that comes out and watches it, all the family, all the friends, all the coworkers, everyone. We love you guys. Big shout out to Jason and the Bluegrass guys that, you know, help run it. You know, all the race control. You know, another shout out to Jason, you know, for, you know, losing his stepmom. You know, we our thoughts and prayers have went out. I've prayed for Jason every night since I found out. So I just want him to know that, you know, we're still out here thinking about him, and we love him, and we really appreciate, you know, everything that he has done for this Bluegrass League. We couldn't do it without him. So just a big shout out to Jason, and big shout out LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Kinder Performance Group, and Rims One for always being a part, for, like I always say, letting us be able to put this on and let us have fun every week. So just a big shout out to that, and I can't wait for Pocono.
Yes, very excited for Pocono, and I am very excited for all the fans here tonight. As man, I'm glad you got to see a great race. It was an awesome show here that we saw from the Bluegrass boys all the way from the Truck Series up to tonight. It's been a fun freaking week here at Nashville Superspeedway. If you're on that YouTube, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so you know when we go live next Monday on Bluegrass. And if you're on that Facebook, hit the like button. Share us out again. Make sure to let your friends know about the awesome package we got going on over here at Bluegrass. But other than that, this is going to be Chris and Josh Kiwi signing off in the Bluegrass booth, saying good night. Thank you for joining, and we will see you next Monday, 9 p.m. for the Truck Series at Pocono.